Yeah. Hold on. Shia. Hold on. So, we've gone over these every week we've been here. This is the first 3 lines, and they're out of order. Except for those first 3. I put those kind of in order. But, let's play a game. Do used Shkina. Oh. Hold on. Do used, let's see, we'll cross that out. We've done that. Oh, hold on. Do used Shkina. Who? Right? Who's on hangman? Who? Okay. Do used Shkina. Ka. Oh, stop. Do used Shkina. E. Oh, stop. Look at you guys go. Hold on. Do used Shkina. Close. It's kind of the same. Kind of the same. Gee.
I was looking at the wrong J.
Hold on. Do you Shkina? Ga. Hold on. Do you Shkina? Hold on. Do you Shkina? A. Oh, stop. Hold on. Do you Shkina?
That's your A.
Remember? He's mine. Hold on. How about, yeah. What's this one? Close. We're on the gaw line.
Oh, gun.
Gun. Hold on. Do you Shkina? Hold on. Do you Shkina? Remember? Hey. Hold on. Do you Shkina? Close. The one before that. Goo. Hold on. Do you Shkina? Close. Go. Do you Shkina? Co or go. Yeah. Hold on. Do you Shkina? Oh, stop. Now lay. Ooh. Oh, stop. Do you Shkina? Ho, yeah. Hold on. Do you Shkina? Gay. Lay. Ha. Oh, stop. We learning.
Mary, you said
Hold on.
I'm gonna have to go through the whole line.
It might take some time to get it started, and it does. But I definitely see that you guys are like picking it up, and that's awesome. You couldn't have done that however you can do it.
No, I'm recognizing.
Hold on, I'll do these in order. So, try that. What's me look like?
What?
What does me look like?
Me, capital A.
Yeah, okay. Me.
Think of Maggie Suella.
Yeah. Come on. We'll just do these two, okay? So, Doyushkina. Lay. Doyushkina.
Move.
Mm-hmm. How about that one? Move.
Move.
Ma. Uh-huh. Ma. Doyushkina. Lung. Lung. Okay? Lead. Me. Uh-huh. Right. Mm-hmm. Mo. And la. Oh, stop. You guys are doing awesome. Okay. So we've got that far. We're going to kind of go over a little more in depth on these ones. So, what's our next line? Na. Na. Yep, na. Na, yeah. Na. What's it look like?
No.
It's our fishing hook.
Or
No.
a lowercase t
Yeah.
with a little tail.
Mm-hmm. So, na. Na. What's next?
No.
So, I actually just learned this the other day. So, it's na. 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 Super fast. Na. Na. Mm-hmm. So, na.
No.
Na. Na. Mm-hmm. And then, what's next? Nay. What's it look like? Uh-huh. It looks like to me it reminds me of a horse's tail. And a horse says, nay. If it helps, it helps. Okay, what's next? What's it look like? Lowercase h. And then, no. Uh-huh. And then, new. Remember, it looks like a duck's head, and at the end of duck is quote new. And then, none. 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 That
That's kind of like when you'll hear somebody, instead of saying here, they'll go, no.
Uh-huh. Come on. So that's our whole inline. We usually don't see this one very often. I don't think I've ever used it when I'm writing or anything.
No.
But it's there. So, na,
No.
na, na, nay, knee, no, new, none. Oh, stop. Come on. How about this one? Big uppercase I, right? This is wa or qua. Wa or qua. And then we have gui, right? Remember, gui, straight up and back out. Straight up and back out. Yeah. Okay. What's next? qui. That really curly cute P, right? And then, what comes after? Whoa. That's our fancy V, right? And then, glue, glue. And this one comes around into itself, right? And then back out.
How do you say that?
Glue. Glue or quoo. It's glue. Remember that U sound on the end makes that ooh. So it would be glue. Yeah. And then what? Guam. Yeah. That's our fancy E with the extra leg, right? So, do yushkina. Gua, gui, gui, guo, gu, guam. Oh, stop. Okay. Last week we went over our shaw line, right? So, shaw,
Shaw.
right?
Yes.
The shaw.
Shaw.
And then, right. It's just an S by itself. Now, what do we know if I have this and let's see, what have this one? This. That S can't stand alone, right? So yeah, it gets tacked onto the one behind. So it sounds like shko. Shko. You can use this one as a shortened version of this. That's the long form, so it's shko, and remember, he's mine, right? So shko, he is, anybody know? Shko he. Shko he. The number 10. That's our number 10 word. Shko he. Okay. What's next? We got sha and shay. How does it look?
Looks like a 4 with a bridge.
4. Just a 4, right? With a little bit of a tail. That's what you're going to look at phonetically. Doesn't say C, it says shay. Okay, so sha,
Shaw.
shay, she. And that's just a little b, lowercase b. This is what it looks like phonetically, right? Doesn't say C though, it says she. And then, what's next? Show. So that's a capital I with the twisty arms. Show. This is for around here though. Remember, the people down in like Snowbird or Udelugan out in Oklahoma, sauce, say, see, so. They don't have that H sound in there. Right. And then, what?
Shoe.
Shoe. Shoe. What's it look like? Yeah. It almost reminds me of one of those and symbols, kind of, but kind of weird. This is the phonetic, right? Says shoe. And then shun. And that is our straight R, right? We have the fancy R, that's our A sound. And then the straightforward one is the shun. Shun. It's got the straight tail, not the curly one. Okay. Can you believe that that's all we've gone over so far already? That is wild. Okay. We start our new line. And this one has a few funky things going on. You know how on that ga line you have the ga, ka, and then the rest have the sound change? Well, this one has 3 different syllables that have that sound change built in, and then the rest of the line can have the sound change. So, we'll start at the start. This is a backwards J. We know our forward-facing J is the goo. This one that's backwards is da. This is what it looks like phonetically. And this is what it sounds like. Da.
Da.
Da. Mm-hmm.
So the Oklahoma stand, I made some notes out of that Oklahoma book I've got, and it's different. They have about do,
Yeah.
they say do.
Yeah. That'll be this one.
Well, this is under the bed.
Yeah. So they even have this weird little funky syllable that I never use. Like I can't even draw it right. But that is
Somebody riding you or something.
it's connected really weird. I don't know how they do it, but it looks like this. Blah. I can't even say it. It's weird. But we over here, I've never seen anybody use this. I don't think, I've asked speakers, I don't think anybody from this area uses this one. And I don't know, it's weird.
We'll overlook them, they live in tornado country.
Yeah, that might be it.
Not only tornadoes, but the dust storms.
Yeah, we'll chalk it up with it. So, let's practice our say it right, everybody. And we're gonna practice our da. So, just a backwards J, right? Da. 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 Oh, stop. Okay. Now, if you remember me, I know I've mentioned it a few times. Sorry, my pants. I need a belt. But this one, people can get easily mistaken because it looks so much like our other character for law. This one has the X, right? You turn it sideways. There's a T sound there. So, ta. That's your phonetic. And it sounds like ta. So, is that my phone?
No,
Oh, okay. Okay, so, remember, you can kind of do like a half of V, come over, another V. Just so long as they're connected in the middle and they have that X. So, ta, ta. Let me try that again. Ta. Ta. Holy moly. It's been a long day, y'all. Ta. Yeah. Ta. So, da. Alright. Ta. Da and ta. And I'm going to kind of go with this. I'm going to put just the two that sound alike on the board. And then we'll bring them all back. So that's your da and your ta. Okay. This one is kind of funky. We have like 3 characters that have that S-looking character, right? This one, you give it a hat, I don't know what to call it. But there's this little piece right here, give it an S, and then halfway, it comes straight out. It doesn't go all the way through, it's just on that right side, and it comes out from the middle. Yeah. This is our character for day. Day. That's your phonetic, and it sounds like day. Day. So, give it the arm, S, and that side arm to the outside. Day. Day. That's a little long, sorry. Okay. Day. Day. One more. Day. Everybody got this? Okay. What's next? Close. Tay. Tay, yes. This one's a little funky. It's a little funky. But we start at the top, okay? And then we come down and into itself, I think. And then it has that side arm at the top.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, side arm on that left side. Straight line, down and back into itself. This is your phonetic. Yeah, sounds like tay. Tay. Right, so, like that. And back around. Tay. Tay. Sometimes mine don't always connect. Okay. Tay. Tay. One more. Tay. Everybody got that?
Do it different. This one,
Yeah.
it doesn't, and it has a hat at the top, and it doesn't connect.
Yeah. It doesn't, see, they don't really, that one's a little funky, but they don't connect down at the bottom.
Oh, they don't connect?
They don't usually. See, mine, they come around and into itself, but it doesn't actually hit that other arm in the middle.
I connected them all.
Well, it just takes a lot of practice, but once you get the hang of it for how you want to write it, you practice it how you want to do it, however you can get these in here.
Right.
I'm not mad. Okay, so that's our day. This is day, right? Day, tay, day, tay. Oh, stop. All right. You gotta pay attention with these next two, because they're really similar. Yeah. So, our D. The way I've learned to differentiate these for myself when I started learning, I don't give the D the top hat. I just know automatically now in my mind that when I write it like this, it's a D. I don't know why. That's just how I had to do it to get myself to figure it out. So, you have that little side arm that comes up and straight back down. Now, people do give it the hats and the boots, and that's fine. However you need to learn this, it's all good. But if I write this on the board, mine's going to look like that. Okay? And this is our D. Looks like that phonetically says D. D. So, however you need to write it, like if you need to give it the hats and the boots, that's cool too. But D, 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 D. All right, everybody got that? We good? Okay. Next is what? T. T. Yes. So this one has a little top, and it has that overhang, right? And it's the same concept. It's very, very similar. This is why I leave my hats off of the D, so I know when I write that, it's a T.
Yeah.
That's just how I had to learn. But, like I said, feel free. But, if I'm up here and I write this on the board, it's a T. Looks like that phonetically, right? And it's a T. So, T, T, T,
T.
T, and, whoa, let's try that again. T,
T.
T. Yes, so, D,
T.
T, D, T, D, T. Oh, stop. Okay. These next ones, we don't have the extra character for the T sound. So, if I'm up here, do we all remember how to differentiate that sound change? With the period, yeah. So, what comes after T? Do or toe. And for me, it's just a V. Nothing fancy on it, like people write it with the top hats, but it just was a little trickier for me to remember. So, this is do or toe. It's not do or two, it's do, that long O sound. You can kind of almost give it that O, right? Or toe. Right. Okay. So let's practice.
Do.
Do,
Toe.
toe. Do, toe. Do, toe. Do, toe. Right. Okay, so we kind of get how that works. A lot of times out in the wild, you will not have that. So unless you kind of learn what that word already is on your own, you're not going to know if it's a do or a toe. But ask. I'm sure somebody will help. And if you don't have anybody to ask, come ask me, and I will ask for you, because I know the peoples. There's one. Okay. What's next? Do or two. There it is. Just an S. For me, if I write an S on the board with no top hat, right? No little arm there, no lines anywhere. This is do or two. And for me, I will always, always, always have a little mark there if it's the two. But I'll show you how some of those work in a little while. So, looks like that phonetically. Do or two. Okay. So, let's practice. Just an S, right? Do. Two. Do. Two. Do. Two. Do. Two. Right. Just the S, do or do. Okay. What's next? Mm-hmm. Tongue or dumb. So this one, let me get my bearings real quick. Okay. It has 2 humps on it. Okay? 2 humps at the top. And you can even start from the other side. I have a difficult time because I just don't write mine like that. But if we see anything that resembles this, it's a dumb. Right? If we have that period, it's a tongue. Not DVTV, right? Dumb or tongue. And it comes out of that nose. Okay, so let's try this. Dumb. Tongue. Dumb. Gotcha. Okay. Dumb. Tongue. Anytime, exactly. Anytime there's a period behind one of these, we know there's a sound change if I'm up here teaching. Some people don't do that. So for you guys, you're very like in that beginner stage where babies learning this language. If there's a period, it's a sound change and it's the other one. Okay, so dun. That was sloppy. Tongue. That was sloppy too. Dun. Tongue. Right. Okay. This is a long line. There's multiple characters in this line. So let's try it one more time. We'll start at the beginning. So, what's first? Dot. What's it look like? Backwards J. Right?
Yes.
Backwards J. I'm just going to put the phonetics on here now. So, da. Right? Ta. And then day.
Is it day or D?
Day. That E sound on the phonetic, this part right here, right? It always sounds like an A.
Oh.
Yeah. That's all the way down that line too. You start at the top, R with the fancy tail, it's an A sound. So anytime you see the E on the phonetic, sounds like A. Right. Day.
Day.
And then
Tay.
Tay. There's your phonetic. Okay, let's check these 4.
Day.
Da, ta, day, tay. Da, ta, day, tay. Okay. Now, me specific. If I'm up here, I'm not doing the hat, I'm not doing the boot. But yes, D. That's your phonetic. You see that in a phonetic? It's not die, it's D. That I gives it the double E sound, like in C. Okay. And then T. Okay. So these are all the ones that we have that have their own character for each sound change. Okay? Da, ta, day, tay, D, T. Okay. Then we have do or toe.
Yeah.
Looks like this phonetically. Do,
No.
toe. And then what? Mm-hmm. And what does that say?
Do.
Do or to. So here's your phonetic. Do or to. And then we have our funky one, right? And it's dumb or tongue. And this is what your phonetic looks like. That one's hard. Okay, so let's do just this part, right? It can be do or toe. And then do or to. And then dumb or tongue. Right. Okay, let's try to tackle the whole thing. We ready? Da, ta, day, tay, dee, tea, do, toe, do, to, dum, tongue. Right. Oh, stop. Okay. This one's gonna be kind of funky and it's a long word. But it's a pretty good example of how these sounds can change. So, can't remember. Yeah, okay. Okay, this is a long word, and it has a possession on it. So, we're gonna kind of hit a little bit of conjugation. We're not gonna take it far. But, what is this? Ha. Okay? Now, that's underlined. What do we do with it? Do we remember?
You just use the L.
You just use the L, right? We're dropping that vowel sound, right? So, we underline that. We know that that A is not there anymore, right? We're just taking the L. Okay. Oh, wait. That one. Mm-hmm. And it gets tacked on to way.
Way.
Mm-hmm.
Way.
Remember the A straight up and back out. The oo on that line comes into itself and then back out. Okay, so haul, right? Haul, sway, haul, sway. Now, what is this one? Two, right? Because we have that sound change there. Okay, and this one we haven't gone over that, so it is a whoa. Okay, so haul, right? Sway, to, whoa. Haul, sway, to, whoa. Haul, sway, to, whoa. Haul, sway, to, whoa. Right. Haul, sway, to, whoa. Okay, anybody want to try it? Haul, sway, to, whoa. Mm-hmm. The ooh yelled. Mm-hmm. So this is your hat. Your hat. Mm-hmm. So this H right here is what is the possession, and it's what makes it your hat. Okay? If I put in, let me get this right. What is that? Ah, right. So we tack that, we still tack it to the beginning, right? So all, All squay to whoa. All squay to whoa. All squay to whoa. All squay to whoa. Oh, stop. This is just his, her, or its hat. We don't know whose, it's just a hat. Somebody's hat. So, I don't want to go there yet. That's a big one. If I want to say my hat, it's a gwalshway to woe. It's okay? A gwalshway to woe. Mm-hmm. Do you want me to write it?
Yes.
We can. Okay. Okay. So way over here. So we have our ah still, and then we have. Oh wait. A wall. Yeah. So it would be a wall. Wall, right? The L gets tacked on. So this agua makes it my hat. These are your person markers. You have the agua or the agi, and it'll look like this. Agua or agi. Okay? Then you have the ha. That makes it yours. Ha, maybe a he. But, wait. I did that wrong. I totally did that wrong. I apologize. I was in the wrong set when I started. So, that first one, Halsquay that's, yeah, okay. It's gonna be a Zal. Wait, is it? Zalsquay Aqualsquay Aquadzene. Do you sneaky? Mm-hmm. How? Zalsquay. Okay, sorry, it's been a long video. It's gonna be that instead of the ha. I was thinking Halsquay to gi. That's what we were going over today. Okay. Yeah, let's take off your hat. I put the wrong person marker. But this, that is your person marker in that set. So it's going to be agi or agua for mine, za for yours. So zal squay to whoa is, yeah, instead of the ha, it's your hat for zal. I was thinking of a completely different word. Because the way Cherokee works, it kind of gets a little funky if you're not really paying attention like I was just now. Because if I were to write this, that's a little messy, but that ha right there, you know I'm talking to you. This is another completely different set than this right here. I can go into detail, but it's a lot. And we will get there later. But if I put this on the board, hal, squay, to, gi, take off your hat. Hal, squay, to, gi, take your hat off. If I say, zal, squay, to, whoa, I'm talking about your hat. Yeah. That's where I got confused. My bad. Just a disclaimer, me makes mistakes sometimes. I am not infallible. So, zal, squay, to, whoa, your hat. Hal, squay, to, gi, take your hat off. Yeah. Okay. Man, it's been a long day, y'all. Okay, so that za right there, yours. And then the ah on there can also be a ga, or it can be a, what's it? Ooh. Wait, ulsquaytuo. I did it then. Ooh. Okay, so I made another mistake. Ooh, squaituo. This one is his or her or its hat.
So can you use the, as well, or?
Alsquatuo, that's the one they use for Ledford, right? If you're talking about a Ledford, like the last name Ledford, Alsquatuo. Yeah. But Ulsquatuo, his hat. It's okay? Yeah. Okay, that's what I thought. Okay, sorry. I'm so confused. Let's try this again. So, Gualsquatuo, you have the agua, right? Instead of the u. The D and the capital letter I, right? Gualsquatuo, mine. The za, right here, right? Zalsquatuo, yours. Yes. And then, Ulsquatuo, that's somebody's hat. His, hers, or its, yeah. Holy moly. See, we were doing commands in class today, and I was telling somebody, take your hat off. You know, I'm telling somebody to take its hats off. Like, it's a whole nother set. So I was stuck in there. But, Agiza, for the most part. Mine, yours, its. Sorry, I got confused. We went there, I didn't mean to get us so confused. But, Ulsquatuo, his, hers, or its. Okay. Let's take a breath and calm down. But, I picked that word because I wanted to show that we can have those sound changes on the do's, the does, the don'ts. Okay. Let's go somewhere else. What do you guys want to talk about?
Who can we talk about?
We can talk about anybody, that's the thing. Go on.
We'll talk about somebody.
Well, we won't talk about him, we'll just tell you how to say it. You're gonna be you. You. Man. Okay. Okay. What's this one? Close. Close. Ooh. 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 And then? Gum. Gum. And this is a we. And this is a you. And he. Okay. Ooh, gum, we, you, he. Ooh, gum, we, you, he. Ooh, gum, we, you, he. That's our word for chief. Is that okay? Or like a leader. Yeah. Ooh, gum, we, you, he. Ooh, gum, we, you, he. That's our chief word, or like, would you call a president that? You would.
Yeah.
Like a president, somebody that's over a lot of people. Ooh, gum, we, you, he. Yeah. Correct me if I'm misspelling words, because
That's right.
okay. So, hold on. Ooh, gum, we, you, he. Ooh, gum, we, you, he. That's our chief or our president, somebody who's over a whole big group of people. Ooh, gum, we, you, he. Yeah. So that uga, we, you, he. Uga, we, you, he. Uga, we, you, he. Oh, stop. Uga, we, you, he. That's our chief word, our present word, somebody who's over like a nation, like the important person. Okay. And then we have Dudeo Hunsk. It's okay? Mm-hmm. So this is D, right? We just went over it. Okay? And then, what's that one? Day. We haven't gone over this one yet, but it's pretty common to see. But that's a yo. Uh-huh. And then, what's this one? Huh? And then, and what's that one? So, be, they, yo, hun, she. Right, it gets tacked together. Be, they, yo, hun, she. Be, they, yo, hun, she. Be, they, yo, hun, she. Right. Teacher.
Teacher.
D-Day, yo, hush, easy. Eventually, you get the hang of these words, and you can start dropping vowels and stuff, so I see this now, D-Day, yo, hush. Yeah, you just drop that I. Not right now, because we're still learning long form, because we need to know that it's there. So, D-Day, yo, hush, D-Day, yo, hush, D-Day, yo, hushki. Teacher. Somebody's teacher. Just a teacher. You can put possession on these words too. We won't go there tonight because Nina's tired. Okay. How about we start talking about, let's see, we've done a little bit of family stuff, right? So, Dohadishko, my mom. Anybody know? Oh, sorry. Dohadishko, how do you say my mom? The Lishi? That's grammar, yeah. Well, okay, we'll go back over that one, because that one is kind of hard. But, what's that? And then, E. And this is a Z. So, this is kind of getting into a little bit of conjugation again. This one's a lot easier for me to remember because I just know it now. So, A, G, Z. A, G, Z. A, G, Z. And that is for my mom. My mother, my mommy. My mommy. Okay, so Agizi, 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 Agizi. Now you use that if you're talking to your mom, you use that if you're talking about your mom.
Would you say Agizi if it says your mom?
Really close. And I'll show you why it's not. So, Agi, mine, right? The Agi Agua, we're in set B, I believe it is. But the Agi part is mine. So, Agi, Za, right? We're talking about you now. Za. Agi, Za. So if the Agi is the my part, what do we change to make it about your mom? We turn the Agi to Za. So, za, this is za, and we have, again, the z, zazi. Now it's not zazi, it's zazi. Because zazi, that's our word for George. It's okay? Zazi. 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 Zazi.
Salty.
Nazi,
Zazi.
Salty.
Zazi. Yeah. It's like a Z sound, so it would be za and Z. Zazi. This one we're talking about
is
your mom. So you can ask me, Kagi used Zazi. You're asking me, who is your mom? I would answer, Kwa Kwa Agizi. My mom is Barbara, right? Okay, so do we want to go over that Kagi used word tonight? We kind of can touch on that too. For who?
That's asking
And it's not written like you think it would be. But we can go over that in just a minute. Let's finish this one. Okay. Yeah, we got a little bit of time. So, Agizi, Zazi. Agi, Za. Who's next? U, right? Agi, Za, U. Agi, Za, U. We're talking about somebody else's mom now, right? So, this one's mine. Alright, yeah. And this one's your mom. So what do we need to change to make it your mom? Or his mom, sorry, his mom. So Agi, mine. Za, yours. What's next? Ooh, right? Right. Ooh. So it would just be ooh, z. Ooh, z. And that is for his mom. Her mom. Its mom. Mm-hmm.
I forget it, but
So how do we ask this question? If I want to know who your mom is, right? Does everybody got this? So this, the underlined parts, are what changes to make it from mine to yours to his, hers, or its. Alright, so Agizi, my mom. Zazi, your mom. Uzi, his, hers, or its. Right, so Agi, right? Agizi, Zazi, Uzi. Right. Agizi, Zazi, Uzi. Right. And we'll go over one more thing because we're almost out of time. It did. Okay. So how do we ask, right? Use. So, ka, right? And then go. And we're dropping that O. Okay? Cog. And then E. We know that one. This is a U. Steep. E. U. Steep. And that's a question word. So, cog, EU steep. Cog, EU steep. Cog, EU steep. Cog, EU steep. Right. And that is our who question word. So, If somebody walks in the door,
Or somebody makes a doll and that's what they name it,
Yep.
Kagayuski.
so if somebody walks in the door, Kagayushkina, who is that? Yeah.
And I'm serious about she made a doll and that's what she named it.
Kagayus. Yeah, once you get the hang of these words and you can start shortening them for yourself, Kagayust, Kagayust.
That's what you hear.
That's what you hear all the time.
That's what we need to answer our phones with the scammers.
Kagayus nee. Yeah. Who are you? Okay, so Kagayusti. So who do we want to talk about? Let's try your mom. Who is your mom? How do we ask that question?
So you would say, Kagayusi Zazi.
Uh-huh. Kagayus. And we know that this is our who word, right? Za and Z. So, Kagayus Zazi. Who is your mom? So, Kagayus Zazi. Melinda Dudo. Her name is Melinda, right? Or you can say Agitzi Melinda. Melinda Agitzi. Usually your important part comes first. So, for me, somebody asked Kagayus Zazi. I would say her name, and then I would say Agitzi, or say her name Dudo, right? Because we know you're asking about my mom already, and I know you're asking about my mom. I just need you to give her your name, right? So, Dagwado, Davezado, Dudo. You hear it? The agua in there, and the ze is coming off of that za, and then the do, the oo part makes it a he, she, or it. You see how that's kind of working together? So, Kagayus Zazi. Who is your mom? I would answer that. Kwa Agitzi. My mom is Barbara. Do you know how you would write that out? So, Kwa, and then Agitzi. So, for you guys, you can put any name there. You name your mom. This is just for me, right? Me specific. Kwa, Agitzi, or Agitzi Kwa Dudo. That's a little more formal. Like my mom, Barbara, is her name. And we'll kind of get into that a little bit later because it's rough. But now we're out of time.
No,